is executor framework? What is executor framework? Okay, so this is a very important question. So while you are going for the Java interview room, so in the Java interview room, they generally ask you, okay. So let's understand today the concept behind the Java executor framework. Okay, so the first there are some steps that we will follow. The first step, we will create a task. Okay, and with task we can create through runnable object or thread class to execute through. Okay, and then we will then after that we will create we can say we will create executor pool, right? So we will create a executor pool we will create. Okay, and then yeah, and then we will create uh, then these tasks we will pass into the pool, right? Then pass tasks to pool, we can say. And after that we will call shutdown we call to execute the pool, right? So next we will close the executor. Okay, so to shut down, we have to call shutdown the executor. Okay, so okay, so these are the steps we will follow. Okay, so let's understand from like a program as a program. So our class is a simple class. Okay, and it will implements a runnable interface. Okay, implements runnable. Everyone knows to create a object, to create a thread, we have to implement runnable interface, or we have to go for we can say uh, executor framework, right? So there is multiple ways we can do, or I will go through first Java 7, and then we will go with Java 8. Okay, now so we have a run method in the we know in the run method we have to define the body of the method whatever we want to do. So we will implement that also. Okay, so let me go and create a simple method to calculate sum. Okay, sum of 5 and 7 I am going to call. Okay, so I am going to call like 5 plus 7 to print the message. This is a very simple task. I am going to print this. Okay, so when user is coming to the pool, right? So it will start executing. Okay, after that we can call a thread to sleep also for some time if we thread want to sleep, right? To interrupt for some second, right? So 2000 second I'm going to give. And to do that we have to give a try catch block we have to surround. Okay, we know to do that. Okay, and it will call interrupted exception after the time up. Okay, so interrupted exception will resume the thread to start again from where they have completed the task. Okay, and we can take a very simple, we can take a, okay, and in that I am passing a simple task to print. Okay, string, and this is a task. Okay, so I am going to print some message. We can take any message here. So in the, like, we can take a value here, string s we can take, and I'm going to my task. Okay, this is my task, and I'm going to print the task, and we can take a s equal to task. Okay, we can provide. Okay, very simple things we are doing here. So I'm taking very simple program. Now you can see our task is ready, and how to complete is also ready. Okay, so let's see, we are going to create in the main only. Okay, here the main program only. What we can do, let's create one more static field, static we have to take final also in. And max thread we will take max thread we will take thread as a 3 we are going to take. Okay, max thread we are taking 3 here. And we have to take multiple uh, uh, thread. Okay, so let me go and create. Okay, so we are going to create, we can take runnable directly, or we can directly pass the thread as t s1 t1 equal to new, and then we will pass. Okay, So we have a very simple message is that this is a task 1 we can say, and similarly we have to pass. Okay, okay, let me create okay, we create some task. Okay, 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 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 we have. Okay, 6 tasks we have, and let me update the number also. 2, 3, 4, 5 and then 6. Okay, so we have 6 task is there. We have created a 6 task, and we want to execute through the you can say executor service. Okay, so what we have to do, first we will create a pool, right? Thread pool. We will create a thread pool. Okay, so how we will create? So that should be that contains this thread pool. We will create a thread pool, and it contains, it will contain and will contains maximum 3 threads. Okay, max 3 thread. Okay, so max 3 thread it should contain. Okay, so what how we will do that? So there is a executor framework. Okay, executor, see the we have executor service is there, right? So we will call this executor service, and we will add as a, we will take as a pool, this is our pool, and in this we will create through the executor only executors. There is a executors not coming. Okay, okay, let me add executors dot, yeah, now we will see. So now we have in executor is a executor is a class, and it contains different methods, right? So we can take which type of thread we want, so we will take. Okay, so I'm going to take a new fixed thread pool. Okay, new a new fixed thread pool we will take, and it will take maximum of the number of thread we have. How many we have? 3 we have maximum, so we'll take. Okay, in that, in this pool what we have to do, we have to execute we have a different type of methods are there. Invoke and shutdown is terminated, multiple methods are there, is submitted. So we will execute different uh, task. Okay, so we have task 1. Okay, we can say task 1 we have, and similarly we will pass all the 6 tasks to the in the pool. Okay, all the threads, okay, into the pool. So we have given all the task a task and the pool. Okay, 2, 3, these are threads, 5 and 6. Okay, so now these are the threads, and now after that we will shut down the pool. If the work is done, then pool should should be shut down. Okay, pool should be shut down. So how we will do that? So for that we have already pool, and we have to execute shutdown. Okay, very simple methods are there. Okay, we have to follow. So let me zoom out first so you can understand. See what we have taken. We have taken a very simple class, simple, and it implements runnable as a interface to create the thread. So these are tasks we have created here, and we have created threads we have created, and we have passed the task for each thread. Okay, and we have a maximum of 3 threads should be there. So we have created executor dot new thread pool. This is a fixed number of thread we have to create. In the pool we have now 5 threads to 6 thread we have, 6 thread we have, and now we are going to run. Okay, let me zoom on. Okay, see, so the first thread is going here. This thread when going to start. Okay, from the pool we are executing. Okay, so when we are going to execute, so how many threads we have? We have thread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 threads we have. Okay, so 6, all the 6 thread is executed, execution is done, right? Okay, 3 threads are there, and after that it has been execution is done. Okay, so now I think we are done, and yeah, that's cool. We can see. Okay, thanks guys. If you have any doubts in the program, please let me know to how to execute and how the thread pool is working. Okay, okay, thanks. What we have did, we have created a pool, and this pool contains maximum of 3 threads. Okay, maximum 3 threads. Okay, so at a time maximum 3 thread will be available to execute maximum 3 tasks. Okay, so at a time it should execute 3 tasks only. Okay, so 3 tasks will come in this and it will start executing. Okay, it will start executing here. Okay, and after that we are if from the pool, right, if the task is done, so it will be in the sleep mode. Okay, after the sleep mode, when it wake up, so it has now 3 pending tasks are there. Okay, so it will come again and it will execute. Okay, so let me run and see what I have given. I have given 20,000 second nanosecond to wait, right? So you will see the starting in the first starting, only 3 threads are available to execute the run method. Okay. Now after the 20 second, 20,000 nanomillisecond, what will happen? The code will so from the pool thread will start executing again. See, the first time what happened, so thread is started, and after 20,000 second millisecond, what happened again, the thread from the thread pool, the thread came back, woke up and start executing the rest of the 3 tasks. Okay, so this is the concept behind the scene. So if you have any doubt in this program, so let me know. Otherwise, give me 1 minute so that we can use using the implementation runnable in place of runnable interface, we can start executing through runnable interface. Okay, so these are the tasks, right? And how, what we have to do, let's see. Okay, what we used to do in place of these tasks. Okay, in place of these tasks, very simple method are there. Okay, what we have to do, we have to use Java 8 concept behind this, and in this we have to pass like the method, right? We have to like use system.out.println, we can use, right? Sys out, we can pass. Otherwise we can pass okay, 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 okay. uh, oh, sorry, 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 sorry. See what we are doing here, we have to let it take here the same, let it be here. What we have to do, like let me compile this. Before the compiling, what we have to do, like this is the simple, right? So what we have to do, we have to take runnable. Okay, runnable r1 equal to new, in the place of r1 we will take thread1 equal to, we have run method, and then we have to the this, what we have to take, we have to pass a return, we can give a task. Okay, so system.out.println, we can also give the method we have written outside run method, this method we will take. Okay, so from here to here, what we have to do, sorry, give me back. Okay, see, okay, so this is the try block and this is the method. Okay, so this run method body we have to define here. Okay, here we have to define. Okay, like this you have to implement for each and every one. Okay, see, like this you have to implement for all other t2 t3 t4. So let me do for all the tasks. Okay, so we have t2, t2 is there, and then we have t3, then we have t3, then we have 24. Okay, these tasks I'm giving separate, but you can take different also. Okay, now we have 5, and the next one is 6. Okay, some little change we can also do to understand better. So now we are what we are saving, we are doing the sum of 6 and 7 in the task 6, and in the task 5 we will take 5 only, and in the task 4 we will take 4 here. Okay, and we are saving 4 plus 7, and here 3, task 3 will execute 3 and 7, and task 1 will take 1 and 7, 1 and 7, and task 1 similarly we were taking 1. Okay, now we are fine. So now these codes are not required. Okay, so you will understand better code here. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to remove this also, not required, because last example we have already explained you, and this is a very simple task. This is also not required now. Okay, because that was just for understanding. Okay, now what we have created one thread t1, and we have given work this one. After that it will wait for some time, then task 2 we have, it will sum the value and then it will sleep. Like this we have to wait. Okay, and the remaining thing, we have executor service pool we have, and we are going to create new thread pool, and we have different from the pool we are going to execute. We are passing thread 1 thread 2 thread and next thread. After that we are going to shut down. So let me execute. Give me 1 minute, give me 1 minute. I have to stop first. Okay, let me execute again. See, the first 3 threads are available. Okay, so 1 7 is 8, 1 3 1 7 is 8, and 3 7 is 10. Okay, similarly the next time it will come and it will execute the run method. So we have to wait for 20 nanosecond. Say 4 and 7, 5 and 7, 6 and 7. This type of value will execute multiple times. Okay, give me 1 minute.